Again, good morning, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about cargo securement. I know in the mornings that everyone is wanting to get out of the shop as quick and easy as possible, and that's a good thing, but there are still some things that we need to take into consideration if we are hauling materials. The drivers of the vehicles will need to inspect the integrity and securement of their cargo within the first 50 miles of their trip. They also need to inspect their cargo at each change of duty status or after driving for 3 hours or 150 miles, whichever comes first. Drivers, you should also be inspecting the vehicle itself to confirm that the vehicle's tailgates, tailboards, doors, tarps, spare tires, and other equipment used in its operation are secured as well. Ensure that the cargo does not interfere with the driver's ability to drive the vehicle safely. Also, we want to make sure that the cargo does not interfere with the free exit of a person from the cab or the driver's compartment of the vehicle. In the event of an accident, we need to get individuals out if they have sticks of rebar, 2x4s, planking, anything of that nature across the doors that will impede the process of getting someone out of the cab. The driver of the vehicle must inspect the vehicle's cargo, again, before driving the vehicle, not more than 50 miles or 80 kilometers of where it was loaded, and then re-inspect the vehicle at least every 3 hours or 150 miles, whichever is first. If there's a change of duty status of the driver, we should make sure that we are re-inspecting the load. And if the vehicle, again, has been driven for more than 3 hours, we should make sure that the cargo is secure. Our tie-down straps are good. Our binder chains are still tight. Loads do move on occasion. You hit some bumps and things start to loosen up. We want to ensure that everything is secure. We want you all to be safe on the road as well as any other motorists. Just kind of an FYI, 1 mile does equal 1.609344 kilometers. We don't do any intercontinental transit, but some people do use kilometers. Andrew Forrest, are you on the call this morning?
Yeah, can you hear me, Pat?
Sure can. How are you today, Andy?
Pretty good, yourself?
Real good. Go ahead, please.
So yeah, on this picture here, you can see the pin that holds the chain and hook together is obviously wore almost halfway through, so this is considered unsafe, out of service. So like you mentioned before, make sure we're checking straps and chains 50 miles or 3 hours or 150 miles, whatever comes first. So that's all I got.
Thank you very much. Very important that our tie-down equipment, our secure devices, meet inspection, that they are able to withstand the load that we're going to put on them. If you see something like this, get it out of service. Contact your FM. I'm sure they would be more than happy to say, go buy some new things right there. If you're at the shop, talk to one of the shop guys, Brian Carpenter, Andrew Forrest, or John Kemming. I'm sure we have more than enough cargo securement devices in the shop that they would be happy to give you. Thank you, Andy. Carly, are you on the call this morning? Carly submitted a photo here, and if you are a driver, this is going to make sense. If you are not, I'm not going to get into this terribly in depth. Basically, 5G is 50% of the force of gravity or 50% of the cargo weight. So if we have a 10,000 pound load, a 20,000 pound strap, if we're pulling 5 Gs, basically with that 5G, we are reducing that strap's capability to 10,000 pounds. That's it in a nutshell. I'm not going to go into any further detail with that. That's really all you need to know. If you have any questions on load securement, make sure you reach out to myself, to any member of the shop, or talk to your FM, talk to Tim Davis. We've got some very experienced guys in the shop. I'm sure they would all be happy to give you a hand loading up your trailer, making sure everything is secure. Troy Lee, are you on the call this morning?
I am, yes.
Go ahead, please.
All the pictures that I sent in were just to show to have your cargo weight distributed evenly and to use the correct load binders and straps to tie everything down, because if not, an accident will happen.
Absolutely. One thing I do like about this picture that Troy sent in, if you notice, everything is either stamped or has tags on it. Just like our normal PPE, if it does not have a rating on it, it needs to be taken out of service. You will see some things. Typically, these are items made overseas that are not stamped. We really don't know how much weight they can support. Do not ever use them. If your load securement devices do not have tags on them, they are not properly stamped. Do not use them. Do not buy them. It's not going to do anyone any good. Thank you, Troy. Next week's topic, we are going to be talking about our AWARE program and those individuals that will be participating: Danny Radke, Dave Raugenbuck, Chris Tews, Jamie Andrews, and Jacob Blair. Please have your documentation turned into teamsafety@verticallimit.com no later than close of business Monday, October 3rd. Just a couple of things I want to talk about real quick this morning. Safety contest is still going. We are still looking for ideas to improve our cold weather safety. Again, $250 gift card to the winner. If we have more than one idea that we are going to implement, we will give out more than one gift card. Make sure that we are getting these ideas turned into teamsafety@verticallimit.com. Want to call out here real quick Brad Quam, our crane operator. For those of you who don't know Brad, he's been with the company for quite a while. Brad had a 0 violations driver vehicle inspection report, 919, in Ankeny, Iowa. Great job, Brad. Thank you very much. That's the best thing that we can do to improve our DOT score. That is a $100 gift card. If you are up in Egan, stop in. Otherwise, I will bring it down next week. Next, just real quick, I will be traveling next week. Bria Hoyt will be leading the call. And right now, I will turn this over to open discussion if anyone has anything this morning.